Well, it is July 3rd. This is a recap from June, trading recap. So I got two payouts in June. The the story goes, I got passed an eval, got a funded account, got a payout of 1,800, and then promptly blew up the account. And then I did the exact same thing again. So I did that twice. I'm a little annoyed at that, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I can't seem to get the historical um, stats for any of those accounts. I will say that my win rate was roughly 80% on all of those, and the win loss ratio was like 90%, maybe. It was close to 1 to 1, which is surprising. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the screen. Here's one of them, June 12th. So you have that, and then let me find the other one here, and there it is, June 29th. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. So I did make 3,600 payouts last month. Each funded account is, I think it's a total of $200 to actually get that going. So it's not a bad return on the investment, but the issue I have is I'm still using no stops and DCA, and I'm starting to really see the that it's just too difficult psychologically. So what happens is that if you use no stops and DCA, you can get away with it for a while. A couple of weeks into it, and you'll get in a situation where you take a trade, it goes against you right away. You look at it, you think it's going to bounce in a spot, and you go ahead and DCA, triple down, whatever. You get into a more highly leveraged position, and it looks like it's going to bounce, and it doesn't, and it just fails and goes against you even more, and it just blows the account up. And you, it's not that it happens too fast. It could happen too fast, but is that you're in a situation where you don't want to take a loss that big, and you just think to yourself, well, it should bounce. It's going to bounce. If it bounces, I'll get out of this, and it doesn't. And the problem is that it does actually work. It works like 3/4 of the time, maybe more than that. So it's annoying because you actually get away with making bad decisions like that just often enough to sort of reward you for doing that, but it's a mistake. And the reason it's a mistake is that, yes, I could repeat this. I could get 150s this time, repeat it, do it again, get a couple of payouts next month, and maybe total, who knows, maybe total 10,000 in a month. Okay, that's fine. But it's not scalable. You can't really scale if you're stuck trading prop firms like I am. You can't really scale unless you're never going to blow up an account. And the reason is that the only way to scale really is to go to live, and then build the live account up big enough so that they'll actually allow you to trade bigger and bigger size over time. So there isn't really a way to make this scale up and make this sort of a lasting thing if I'm going to be blowing accounts like that. So I'm working on now basically trading the same way, just not doing any DCAs and only just taking a hard stop. And I think it's going to work just fine. Generally speaking, I've been trading micro channels on the 5-second chart and continuations of the same. I mean, you can see there's a lot of that stuff here, right? This is just a FX replay window that I've got open. Microchannel continuation, microchannel continuation. I mean, it's a trend, but it's a little bit more than that. Like, here's a bit of a microchannel here. You could have shorted here and gotten out at any point in here with a profit. I have a tendency to do that because if it doesn't really want to keep going, I assume it's going to reverse, and that's generally what it does. Um, so the other thing is I don't mind at all trading with a negative uh, risk reward ratio, like maybe my losers are 3 times my winners. I don't mind that at all. I prefer to have the reliability of being right 80 or 90% of the time. I like that. I'm used to it now. So I'm going to continue to trade, based on my gut and my feel of what price is doing, following these movements around on the short time frames. I like that. It feels right to do it. But instead, I'm just going to throw hard stops in there every time, and I'm never going to add on to a position ever. So, maybe I'll start with 2 contracts on a 50K, and that's just all I'm going to trade until maybe I build up a little bit more and I work up to 3 contracts or something. But essentially that's the idea. So I'll be working on that. I'll be working on my strategy and just trying to prove that I can trade in a way that is not super dangerous and still make money. It's obvious that I can make money trading in a super dangerous way, and that's fine. But I'd rather not do that. I want to. I think the goal here is eventually to switch to a 150 on the on Top Step, and switch to that, and then work on keeping it. Getting that payout every single week. Building it up, maybe switching to a live account, continuing to have that weekly payout, and then just slowly building it up over time. And I'm not going to do that if I'm blowing up accounts. So that is going to be my focus for now. It doesn't bother me, if it slows me down this month. I don't know what the payouts are going to look like this month. That's fine. It's not terribly bad. The first month of getting payouts. To make 3,600. I suppose that's a lot of people. That's your mortgage payment. So hey, whatever. It's a good thing. But I'm more interested in the future and moving it forward. So that's that, and I will talk to you at the end of July, and we'll see how July goes. Thanks.